right. So I think we can roll.
Sounds good.
Hello, hello everyone. Hey, I would like to thank you all that you came. It's amazing, and I would like to introduce really amazing architecture studio from New York. It's Shop Architects and AKA Habitats. And I will start with a personal introduction. I was a couple of months ago. I was in New York, and I was in Central Park, and I noticed your beautiful building. It's the really tiny penthouse, tin building. And I remember with my friends, we spent time. And for me, honestly, it's the most impressive building in New York. So really, congratulations for that. It's really honor to be with you here and exploring what you are building here in the metaverse. So it's very nice, and I would like to you to present what you are actually building in a Somnium, and what is actually Shop Architects, and what role is Habitats in this.
Yeah, I guess I can jump right in there. Thank you for the kind words. My name is Tim, and that's Arif. So I'm the avatar in the black shirt, and he's in the yellow shirt. Um, we are computational designers slash architects slash AR VR developers slash a bunch of other things. Um, but yeah, it's we as a firm, we try to use cutting edge technology in the built environment, and oftentimes it's tech. It's just tech repurposed from, or not just tech, but it's because architecture is sort of a archaic industry. We are still doing a lot of things the old ways, and we're sort of always playing catch up with other industries. And we are one of the firms that our belief is that if we can use the right tech, repurpose the right tech, we can cut out the the wastefulness in this industry in terms of time and material and all of those things. Um, so I would say we are known for the tech part. We're of course our design, like what Patrick was saying, is also beautiful in our eyes, but we are really known for our tech. Um, yeah, I don't know, Arf, if you like to add to that.
No, I think that was a good summary of the whole process. It's been around, I think, since like the beginning of the 2000s, and I mean, in an early stage, and has obviously grown to quite a large, successful firm over that time. But a lot of the early projects were focused on like what was cutting edge technology at that time, whether it was like fabrication on like panelized facades or model delivery systems. So we see like the research that goes into habitats and go that anything that we're doing is basically under the framework of how can we continue to be on the cutting edge of technology and just playing around with whatever new stuff is out there, even if we don't always know exactly what the use cases will be for that. But it all kind of falls under the ethos of the firm.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think you are guys doing incredible job. Like standing here in VR and seeing like what you have built is speaking by itself. So I think you are definitely on the cutting edge direction, and you are doing great job. And so if I follow, what is actually difference between shop architects, and how is it related to the Habitats project?
Y- yeah, that's a really good question. So, um, I guess in the beginning, how we got into the space was sort of by chance. through connections, and the director who recently left was also very into the blockchain and NFT space. So it was definitely some personal interest slash investment in that field and in this field. And also we saw opportunities to kind of test out the tools we've been building in the real world, um, and kind of do fast iterations in the virtual, and so that the releasing a collection of virtual buildings seemed like a good kind of a good beta channel for our tools. And so, and also another idea was to, I guess in this industry, once the building is built, there's really not a feedback. Um, there's no way to get feedback very directly. So we thought this is the space to be kind of, be agile, and we to um, produce these virtual assets and instantly get feedback from the community. And that also kind of ties into what I was going to get into, which is, the Genesis collection. We got some feedback on, the circulation, and also some other stuff. And then our, mission, so to speak, is to keep giving back to the community that believes in our Genesis collection. So we are about to release a what we call the Excel collection, or I guess Excels to the Genesis collection. So each holder would get um, a habitat that's twice as large in volume, and it'll be way easier to navigate inside and outside, and it's yeah, and then to incorporate some of the comments back from the community. So yeah, I think in general, I think this space is a good kind of testing ground for what we're doing in the real world, and just to kind of keep iterating on the things we've been building for the real world, and hopefully bring utility to the virtual as well.
Yeah, I think architects are always kind of, or for a long time, have sort of been dealing with metaverse concepts because we've been making 3D models for, decades at this point now. Maybe not decade, well, maybe. And, they keep getting more advanced, but usually at the end of the day, traditionally, we're only outputting like 2D drawings, and that's what our clients get. But the cool thing about like the metaverse and things like Somnium Space is that they're sort of getting people more conditioned to working in 3D space and moving around in VR, and just sort of getting the general public more attuned to some of the stuff that we've been like kind of into for a long time. So I think that's kind of the potential of the space for us. Even like doing quick presentations in here, and there's just a lot of stuff that we don't quite know how big it'll get in the future, but it's good to be ahead of it, and I think that there's a lot of potential alignments with our work.
Look at you.
I
You
absolutely.
got yourself a beautiful firework. Just for
Yeah.
just for you.
Things are happening over here. Like you have a beautiful, wonderful fireworks to welcome you, and you are definitely in the right platform to explore the things with architecture, and I really like your approach to be ahead of the technology and experiment, and it's very very important. And so you mentioned a couple of like collection Genesis and your XL. And so what does the Habitats project want to bring to the metaverse? I see that you have a beautiful building here, which is very beautiful design, but like what is it actually like what is the purpose, the right purpose to, for you, like from your perspective, that you want to bring to the metaverse?
I mean, I think some of it is just making
Hello.
accessible. Oh,
Hello.
hello. um,
Yeah.
with the Genesis collection, especially, a lot of it was just to give people who don't know how to make their own 3D environments, just give them something that they can use as their first exploration in a metaverse. We were trying to help people put that, like, get the habitats and put them in the metaverse. Whoa.
Oh, hello. More people are coming.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
We have a more
We're in city
audience
center.
here. Yeah, this is the metaverse, so you have to get used to it. All wild things
Welcome
over
to
here.
Somnium.
Hey. Yeah, this can happen in the metaverse. Like you have a nice panel and suddenly like you have monsters around and.
Who do you call monster? Hey,
Completely-
be careful.
He was completely like,
All right,
"Hold
all
on,
right.
what up?"
I mean, there was a monster, a
Fucking
green
baby with a
monster over
cape. Sorry,
here.
my language.
Yeah, or babies. All right. So I will follow with another question, and I'm curious what you're gonna like say about it. So I mean, what is the reason Shop wanted to start the metaverse project, and how does that help you with the in real reality like, architecture process? Obviously, you have amazing experiences with building the beautiful south, skyscrapers in New York, and I mean your work is really mind blowing, and so. What is for you the inspiration and what does give it to you for the in real life architecture process?
Yeah, I mean, I think we started the project just, yeah, kind of in the name of research, but to do that, there were some already ideas about generative design in the office, so we basically developed some specific algorithms that have a lot of real-world applications that I guess I'll turn it over to Tim to talk about the algorithms and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, that we always strive to use cutting-edge technology, and one of the big things these days is AI or machine learning. So one of our computational designers slash researcher, he was using machine learning to basically generate 2D plans, and at some point we thought, okay, that would be cool to maybe generate to use the same tech to generate massing slash the shape of buildings. So that's how we got to the forms of these 2,500 habitats. So basically, each shape, the shape of each habitat is unique. Nothing repeats, and it's all through the machine learning algorithm that generates all the shapes. And that's just one example to illustrate, kind of using the metaverse as a testing ground for real life purposes, because there's no way we can build 2,500 buildings in a short period of time and get feedback right away. So yeah, just like one of the many efforts that are going on in the office that are there are life applications, and also and that potentially bring utility into the virtual world.
Okay, it's very interesting. Do you wanna like add something to this?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I mean, for example, with the buildings around you, you can see that there's kind of a pattern, and that pattern is that they were all generated through a voxel-based machine learning algorithm. So out of the 2,500, none of the buildings are exactly alike, and then There is some repetition in terms of the facades because we only had specific facade sets, but um, there's still no repetitive buildings because the arrangements are totally different, because that's also um, generatively placed, all the facades, and then the circulation and the coloration and the decorations are all kind of totally different for each for each habitat, which is something that in a regular design process you go through a lot of iterations anyway. So it's almost like this is kind of like a I don't know, almost like showing how the real world design process works, just in an accelerated way, kind of.
Okay, it's very nice. I'm honestly like big fan of artificial intelligence, and I mean especially application in the metaverse. And so, in a perspective of artificial intelligence, like, do you see as you are like real architects and you have you know amazing experiences from the real life? Do you still see that there are some weaknesses and things that needs to be improved in the AI deep learning models that you could actually get even better results that you currently have? I mean, don't take me wrong, you already are building pretty impressive things with your AI, and so what are the weaknesses currently, or what do you think needs to be improved to get even better results?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So the current limitations of machine learning is that it can produce something that's interpolated. So basically, machine learning uses existing data to train in order to make
Mm-hmm.
decisions. So if, let's say, a new scenario comes around, um, well, I'm not a AI expert, but from what I've seen, it cannot make a decision because it's never anything like that. A good example is that I always use is Tesla. I think this is a few years back. I think a Tesla ran into a semi truck on the highway because the semi truck was trying to make a U-turn, and it was a white semi truck that
Yeah, I
blends into
remember it.
to the sky, and
Mm-hmm.
so the AI thought that was just part of the sky. So that just kind of illustrates when an edge case that's never happened before occurs. AI has trouble making decisions. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that those are the current limitations. I'm sure Elon would probably say differently, but so those limitations are sort of blessings, just because that's what humans are good at, right? We are good at making decisions based on given criteria, and so we are able to make new decisions, or yeah, new decisions upon you know edge cases and unforeseen outcomes. So and then also we also want to be careful about generative design, meaning we don't want to let it drive our like main design decisions. We want to, as designers, we want to be able to control the parameters um, for machine learning to use, and just let like AI and machine learning and automation take care of the most tedious and mundane tasks, because that's what we're not very good at. So for instance, like technically, we as humans we can generate 2,500 iterations of different shapes, but it'll take us a long time, and maybe at some point they'll repeat because we didn't check our results from previous iterations. So we kind of just let machine learning algorithms to do that. Um, yeah, I don't know if that answered your question, but that's kind of at least my take on the technology and how us as designers can utilize the tech to help us
Mm-hmm.
design better, but not to
Mm-hmm.
replace our main role.
Okay, that's very interesting. Do you wanna add something to this?
Did you,
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good a pretty good summary. Nothing really to add.
Okay. I would like to still follow on the AI topic because it sounds very exciting and it's very interesting that you are using deep learning in these generative things. Uh, does it work that you still like you essentially generate, let's say, a couple of thousands of like models, and then you are choosing it by still like any human is choosing like what is actually good and what is bad, or is it like that you really generate already like solid collection and you say, okay, this is good to go, it's very original, and you don't have to curate it like the you have the human involvement in that.
Machine sense that we, for the massings of the buildings, created a training set, and in that training set, we had certain qualities and like for example, we tried not to have too many massings in the training set be too like only have one voxel on the bottom floor or something like that, which is sort of like a criteria that we, as the designers, imposed because we thought it would not have a lot of function. And then if, the training set, for example, was like 0 to 200 massings. So if even 2 out of 200 of those massings had kind of qualities that we didn't like, then those qualities would become like spread out throughout the collection. So yeah, there was a good amount of human input, and then the second part of the human input question is after the machine learning is done, um, now we have 2,500 massings, and then we apply the facades to them, and then there is sort of a period where we have to assess how it looks. And I don't think, for example, the first time we generated 2,500, after that we noticed a bunch of things, and then we had to change it and then keep tailoring the script. And Tim's been working, especially on the circulation. There's been a lot of like, um, even these buildings in this build aren't even the latest version of the circulation algorithm. So if you were to try to go up throughout these buildings, you would probably see like, oh, some of these stairs are too thin or they don't work exactly how you'd want them to. So from that kind of testing is how we refine the algorithm. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's completely devoid of human curation, and so yeah, there's definitely still some human input on it.
Okay, that was very very interesting. Um, in the perspective of that, you are building also the real architecture in the real life, and you are building incredible buildings. Are you actually using already some know-how that you gain like generating these in the real architecture?
Yeah, definitely. There's been like, we can't, I guess, go too specific and all that, but there's been like master planning things. There have been some like um, early stage design questions that have been voxel based. So, yeah, I would say there's actually a lot of stuff that, and also some of the research actually already existed in the office um, pre this project, and this was just a way to develop it. And especially with the machine learning stuff, there's been a lot of interest in creating new data sets for, you know, floor plans or, um, yeah, other things that weren't directly part of habitats but are kind of related to the same algorithms and ideas.
Okay,
Yeah,
do you want to
conversely,
add something, Tim? Mm-hmm.
we actually also have clients from the real world asking
Mm-hmm.
if we could build something in the virtual world for them, in different metaverses
Mm-hmm.
for them. So it's I guess it's like a loop.
Yeah, I can definitely see that these two worlds are can communicate, and I mean there can be interesting both ways, and that's what is really exciting. And you can experiment over here in virtual reality, and you can gain the experience to the real architecture, but you can go both ways, obviously. And so if you see like your, let's say, future plans with obviously it's a shop architects and habitats, what are the future plans of both of the companies, like in a matter of AI and maybe like application of this, like what are the plans for you, like with these two projects?
Yeah, so I guess one aspect is that we want to keep, we started a Discord channel to get feedback from the Genesis collection holders to get just to improve on our algorithms in general. So that would be one way to kind of keep improving ourselves in terms of design and also just our processes. Um, and I don't know, Arf, you wanna? Can we?
Yeah, I think the future is very open. I mean, we've had some fun conversations with people where they're asking us about um, specific improvements to the habitats that we can do. We um, have some ideas about how we could apply this to not just like individual objects, but whole districts. And yeah, I don't know, a lot of different ideas are pretty open. Just want to see what people are interested in and what we can keep going with.
Okay, very nice. And so from the current your current collection, like you mentioned that you have Genesis version 1, if I'm correct, and you have the XL version. And so tell us like what currently you have here in the Somnium Space that people can buy, and they can apply for their parcel. So do you have only like XL like parcel, or do you have like also different like M parcel size and let's say S parcel size?
You mean specifically Insomnium or for the
Yeah.
just the collection in general?
Yeah, I mean specifically now in Somnium, like what as we are like over here, like what are currently the objects or the architectural buildings you have, and that people can buy and have.
Yeah, so these towers that you see around you and the architecture, so these are actually not the XL habitats. These are just based on the Genesis habitats. So, and most of them are created by stacking 2 or 3 habitats on top of each other. So that's why they're a bit like if you bought one habitat, it wouldn't be as tall as the one sort of directly in front of me because that's 2 habitats stacked on each other. So that was kind of a trait that we
Okay.
built in to the Genesis collection, where some of the habitats didn't have a ground plane, so they were able to be placed on top of each other to create the towers that are seen around you. And then, so those are available to buy. And then, in addition, when you buy one of the Genesis collections, one of the Genesis habitats, you automatically get the XL habitat. So that would basically be double the square footage of one of the ones seen here. So, yeah, you would kind of get 2 different habitats for the price of one.
Okay. Okay, very nice.
Great collection. I'm looking
Okay.
forward
Oh, yeah.
to seeing more.
Yeah, it's mind blowing. It's great. Why did you find that giving more space to the collectors was important to this project?
Yeah, so I think Tim mentioned it maybe before a lot of people got here, is that originally when the project started, we were looking at a couple other metaverses that had very strict polygon count limits and material count limits. And that's because we were just so new to the space. We didn't really know what people were actually using and how many different metaverse applications there were out there, and so now we've been experimenting more with spaces like Somnium. Sorry, with spaces
Yeah,
like
keep going.
Somnium and it's all good. With spaces like Somnium and some other ones where the limitations are more flexible. So that's why we were like, well, we shouldn't just give people these sort of smaller habitats that were constrained by constraints that we don't really need to work with anymore. So um, we just found, like the scale of this expanded habitats was a lot nicer, and you can place more furniture in them. You can just do a lot more with it.
Okay, okay. Do you wanna add something, Tim, to this?
Oh yeah, so excuse me. Also, we're trying to be metaverse agnostic. We built basically we exported in different file formats in hopes that it'll make it easier for everyone to deploy it however they want, wherever they want. So if you go to habitats.land and then you purchase habitat, you'll see that we have like basically tab download button for each of the major um, metaverses. So yeah, we're trying to build for we're trying to stay metaverse agnostic, and hopefully that's also a perk of owning or being one of our collectors.
Okay, cool. And so, you mentioned yeah, did you have this new XL? Like, what else beyond the size is different about the XL version to the previous one? Like,
Yeah, I can briefly touch on that. So the main improvement is the circulation right off the bat from a bigger size, because as someone was pointing out, some of these stairs are impossible in the Genesis collection, are like too steep, almost impossible to climb, and so doubling in size helps with that directly, but also we improved our algorithm to make sure the stairs populate where they should, and it's not gonna create pinch points on different floors if you have a weird shape, just like making sure overall the circulation works nicely. And also, you'll notice that some of them have like terraces, and previously we didn't really have. Um, well, or originally we didn't design really for exterior some of the exterior spaces, but now you should be able to circulate through all the terraces, um, because there will be an opening to each of the terrace, and also you should be able to get on the on most of the habitats. So I would say the main thing is circulation, um, and also I think yeah, I mean the look and feel is the same as the Genesis collection, and maybe in our future endeavors we'll even improve on, we'll give more variation in the look and feel, and just like make it even more fun for everybody.
okay. Art, you wanna add something?
Nah, I think that's all good. Yeah,
All
I
right.
mean, I think one of the best parts we did is all the different file types. So, if anyone does purchase a habitat, they should definitely go to habitats.land and check out all the different things that are available.
Okay. So, is there anything like we should know about the collection, and maybe how people could get involved in in this collection?
Yeah, I mean, I think what we would love is for people who own habitats to deploy them into Somnium and any other virtual worlds, because I think that, yeah, as an architect, the best thing is just to see someone using something you designed.
And sometimes we also throw events, like a scavenger hunt, and if you find the right things, you get a free habitat. So look out for announcements in our Discord channel. We have a PR team that's pretty engaging. We also get on the channel from time to time, but the PR team does a really good job in keeping the media engaged. And if you have any, even if you're not a holder, we don't want to exclude you. So we're trying to, yeah, we'll keep finding ways to keep the community engaged.
Amazing. I think you are doing wonderful job. I'm very happy you are here in Somnium and you are building these incredible designs. And I'm very excited to see what you're gonna keep going with the AI generative design. It's very interesting how you're approaching this. And I would like to take the opportunity as we have multiple people here that maybe we can have questions from audience. Like I
Sure.
think that could be great. So, does anyone has a question? Arthur?
I have one. I mean, obviously this parcel is amazing. I mean, I can't believe this is all fitted in one parcel. But my obvious question would be: do you plan to build anything inside the worlds?
Inside of Somnium?
X on
Yeah,
the worlds,
there-
because that allows
yeah,
you to
it's-
build like, you know, AI generative on the go things, like whole cities basically out of this habitats. Just an idea.
Yeah, actually, I think we probably need to research more into that, but it sounds very intriguing. I mean, we would love to put some of the XLs in there, especially.
yeah. I don't know if you're
You can make a
familiar
whole
with the
city out of
Somnium
Excel
world.
there.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a basically unlimited amount of space that where you can build essentially an entire city.
Oh yeah, well then actually that sounds pretty suitable for well yeah, like a whole city. Like I said, we've been interested in like master planning and having a space to test out some master plans. So that sounds very suitable for that.
Cool.
Tim, do you want to like answer this also as well?
Oh yeah,
You wanna add something?
I think Arv was pretty. He hit the nail on the head there. We also have some in-house projects that are kind of in the same scope of urban planning and all that. So it would be a very cool opportunity to be able to do that here, and without much constraints. I think that's really it's definitely
Yep.
attractive.
Super cool. Yeah, just reach
Very
out.
nice.
I mean, there are people who
Yeah.
own worlds, including me, who can just lend you some worlds for testing, and you can test it yourself.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
thank you. Appreciate it. We'll reach out.
Are there any other questions from the audience? Anyone wants to ask?
Are the stairs going to be
Nikki?
usable?
Oh, they are already.
Sorry, you cut in and out. You said that.
Yeah, one more time,
Can I
please,
walk
Nikki.
up them
Yeah.
without, like, falling?
Yeah, you can. Let me try.
Yeah, you can even fly.
Boom. I did it.
What?
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Witchcraft.
See?
it's beautiful.
Problem solved. Next.
All right.
You use
Okay,
the easy
Ollie?
stairs. I want you to use the hard stairs.
Can we have a little tour of one of the spaces, the cubicles?
Sure.
Sure.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. So let's do a tour over here.
I don't use wrong stairs.
So
I'm an amateur.
okay, let's start here.
Sorry. Still getting used to the navigation.
No worries. You just have 10 people behind you waiting.
Exactly. No stress, no pressure. Okay?
Okay. That makes it feel more real. So this is actually a good example of where like this floor plate for multiple people is a little tight, but with the XL version of this habitat, it would be stretched and the circulation would obviously naturally work better because it would um, allow you to populate a bigger stair, because the way the circulation works is that it assesses the possible voxels where it can place a stair, and if it has enough room, it'll populate a bigger stair. If it doesn't have enough room, it'll, I guess, populate a smaller stair. But with
But I have
XL,
to say, given that we're on one parcel and we're in one building, that's actually not that small. We can fit here, like, it's cozy, okay, but it's not, like, unpleasantly small. We can have a talk
That's
here, and
true.
given that there's so many floors in this building, and there are so many of those buildings in this parcel, it's pretty amazing. Like, that's an XL parcel, one parcel.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think, you know, Americans are just always looking for big spaces.
You're building skyscrapers. so,
We're Europeans, we're like, hey, that's pretty big.
Well, we're in New York.
Yeah.
It's like, why it's so
This is
big?
huge.
Why it's so big?
yeah, it's too big for me. I can't handle it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I still can't believe it's all one parcel.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. You could handle it.
Yeah, one of the I guess one of the constraints we were working with was to keep the polygon count low. So these models are super lightweight, which helps you in different metaverses.
By the way, you should send us the 3D model of this particular space. We can help you to deploy them on your web parcel, so it will work on even on mobile phones for people. Like that, we should do definitely ASAP.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah,
These
this is
stairs.
easy actually.
They lead
Yeah.
to heaven?
This is nice, Liz.
Oh, there's
I mean,
actually
The way you
Sorry,
fly,
sorry.
the way you fly there, it looks like you're already getting them to heaven. But
yeah, it looks like a suicide.
no, but yeah, deploying this on Somnium Web would work. If you say it's lightweight, then it will even work on standalone web mobile on the phones in AR mode. So you can look at this habitat in AR if you want, because Somnium Web supports AR, and that would be pretty cool actually to place it on the table
Huge.
and then just walk around it with a mobile phone or tablet.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
You can even rent individual flats here.
Yeah, I mean, this one is huge. Okay, this is really huge.
Yeah, this is a premium one.
And the view, okay, come on. We have to appreciate the view from here, okay? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that's beautiful.
Very far down.
So that apartment can go for a lot. Just saying.
Oh, what is it
Yeah.
here? Terrace?
Where is there a penthouse? Wait. I need to know. Is there a penthouse floor? Looks like could be.
Just the top floor.
Yeah, I think we're getting there. Oh, it's this blue one.
Stairs are crazy.
Okay, that's one. Oh yes, yes. Here we are. Okay, that will be mine. Great.
That's part of the.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this view.
Now we're talking.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, the people who are using it in VR can at least like teleport around.
These
like,
stairs feel
Ju-
like Dutch houses, like super steep.
Yeah, exactly. Just an idea for next generation of these buildings. Can you incorporate parking, please? Thank you. Some people own some NFT cars here. Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We have helipads.
Oh, I'm trapped here.
Oh yes, okay. Now we're talking. That's all right. I'm coming back to you. Where are you? You're here. All right.
Oh no.
Try to go one more though.
Oh my god, it's so big, I don't even know where I'm going.
Yeah, I just got lost now.
Actually, that's just one building out of 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. Okay.
It's like a
I can't believe-
labyrinth.
Look, you know, I know Somnium parcels pretty well. Okay, based on my position in this company, but like, I'm still amazed that how much it fits in one parcel.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
So there's some
So
dancing on
now,
the top.
For those of you who are made it high up, so you
Why
see
can't
where the
we?
blue floors are. This is a different habitat.
Of course you
technically,
can,
so
Wilson.
they're two
You
stacked
can
on each
always.
other, like I was saying.
You know me.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
always
It's good to
on
see
top
you.
of
So yeah, some of the
nice Scottish dance.
colors and opposite floor color. And I think the facade might be different.
I didn't actually
too.
know
This
this
has
was
I like
an
blue.
ornate facade. Yeah.
I think I just lost everyone.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we put 3D model file, so they should be pretty customizable too. What were you gonna say, Arthur?
Yeah, I just said like this building just deserves to go to the Somnium web parcel and be explorable and mobile.
Yeah, should be easy to do.
Yeah, just send us the 3D model world places like
What the
ASAP
hell,
after
Mason?
after this.
We are dancing?
What? We are dancing? What?
Like,
Hey, hey.
dancing in the stars.
Hey.
Up in the
Are we gonna do a dance party? Did I miss something?
Are we dancing on the top or what?
We're dancing on the roof. Okay, wait.
Are we gonna have a dance party? Is there a
Oh,
dance party after
okay.
this?
Okay, yeah. Now we're talking. There's some views here.
I think this might be the
party
highest.
on rooftop. Yeah, this is crazy. What are you
Oh my
doing?
god,
This is pure
how far
dancing.
does... Okay, we're at the top now.
Yeah, it's
Oh my goodness, that's
Finally,
like
we made it. Jeez. How many floors, guys? You need? Come on.
hey. Now we just need Blake to bring some music here.
Hello, sir. How are you? Oh, good. We're enjoying this amazing set of buildings here.
Yeah, happy to be here.
I mean, okay, one thing I would be pretty annoyed if I'd own this parcel, okay? Just one thing. Can I tell you what it is?
What?
When I would come in here and I would look at that yacht, which is parking right there, and I'd be like, damn. This guy annoys me.
We'll have to make it.
Where's the...
There's the yacht. It's right there, next to the club.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
to the Croc Club.
Hey, bro.
Wow, we're
Yeah, the
pretty
view is
far. We're
beautiful.
pretty high. Whoa.
And we probably need some railing around on top.
Do you know when uploading how many credits is still left on this parcel? I think there are still left, right? Something.
We would have to ask. So we should have actually mentioned this earlier. We worked with
Everexit, right?
Yeah.
Everexit,
So a lot of credit also goes to him. We provided him the models, but he modeled a lot of the base and made it look awesome. And
Yeah.
so definitely credit to him.
It's an amazing place. But yeah, I just wonder because I think there are
No,
some
it's booked.
credits still left.
It's forest.
Wow.
Oh,
Do you have any more
There's nothing
parcels
better
like
to
around
finish.
here? Like, is this only one you have here in Somnium, or do you have more?
This is my parcel actually.
Oh, it's yours.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
This parcel, so I rented them the parcel to make a test. This parcel
Okay.
has a very long history in Somnium because it hosted one of the first clubs in Somnium, which was called Ready Player One Club. So to honor that club, we should actually make a dance floor. We need to talk to Everexit. We need to make a dance floor in this like area where we had an interview, and we should host some parties here together with Shop
I remember
Architects.
that club.
Yeah, it was
We got rid of
amazing.
it.
I know. No, I mean for this, but this is amazing too. So we just make a dance floor and
I
we're
know,
good to go.
I know, I love this place, but I love clubs, okay?
Sounds good. Guys, I think I actually have to jump off now.
It was
But-
incredible,
course.
thank you so much.
Thank you guys. for
Thank you
joining.
guys.
It was great.
To, yes.
Same here. It was
thank
really
you.
fun.
This is
Thank you to
awesome.
all of you.
All right.
Alright, where's the camera? Oh, here's the camera.
Would you
Stay
like
in
to say
touch.
goodbye to the stream?
Where's the
Goodbye.
Thank you, Ollie.
Thank
you, guys.
Goodbye, stream.
Woo!
And he just blew off the building.
All
That
right,
was it.
I'll tell to the
Perfect.
stream. All right, okay, stream.
Okay, okay.
Listen. You're probably sitting there on your couch and saying like, "What the heck am I doing with my life? Why those people are having fun and I'm here watching this pixelated Twitter video because it's compressed?" I should be there. Exactly. You should be there. You should be here instead of there. All right? So next time, don't do the same mistake. When you see the live stream, you just take on VR headset, you jump in, and we're all together here. All right? All right. Deal done. Thank you. Goodbye, stream.
Woo! Amazing.